Chat. I think we're live. We're live, everybody. Let's see. YouTube, are you working? YouTube, please work. We're live. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful December 2nd, 2025. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day myself. And we're joined by Mr. Real Texan Politics, Mr. Luke, and Mr. Tyrone.
Why am I always the last one you introduce?
Because Henry Kissinger. Because
Shut up. No one gives a fuck about Kissinger.
No, because I list the names off of Discord, like your last one.
You list the black man last, because we used to sit at the back of the bus, you fucking racist.
Jesus. Oh my gosh. So everybody, we have a lot to talk about today. We got to talk about what could be a big announcement for Trump. I have supposedly this big announcement at 2 o'clock Eastern. When Trump hypes something up, it's either like the biggest news in the history of the earth or it's nothing. Okay. So pick your poison.
A pro-peace ticket.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, by the way, apparently yesterday, Scott Wiener held a pumpkin carving event for children with drag queens.
Oh, God. All right, we have a lot to talk about today, everybody. We got to talk about a lot of stuff. Before we get into today's stream, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and, of course, join the channel today. These are all great ways to support the daily content. And if you do want to support the channel even further, the best way is sending super chats via the chat. Again, I will read through as much chat as possible, but usually super chats are the best way to get your questions answered. American Nerd for 2. Morning Rap, what are we going to rant about today? We're talking about a lot of stuff with Minnesota because there was more news that broke yesterday. We talked a lot about that yesterday, but even more stuff broke.
We're gonna rant about Pam Bondi again because of course we do. Bro. That's what we always do.
Are you guys gonna be streaming tonight? Okay, I want to be before I forget, guys. Luke, I'm pretty sure you're streaming tonight.
Yes, I will be streaming tonight. I will give you guys the at my channel and we're doing an evening show. We did the first episode last night, went very well. The Real Texan is actually always going to be a guest or whenever he can on the show he was on last night. At Great Lake Politics. Okay, can you let me get the thing? Okay, it is at Great Lake Politics. Subscribe. It's just Luke Jagagna. That's the channel name, but it's easier to find it to the at I found. So we're going to be doing nightly streams where we discuss the news of the day. So if there's a story that breaks, after Real American ends his streams, which is quite common actually, we'll get to it in the evening, and then we'll have a lot of stuff going on. But tonight we will be live for the Tennessee election, so stay tuned. It's going to be great. We're going to have a lot of is our Dems going to pull off the upset century, or is the Republican going to expectations?
Yeah,
we'll have to wait and see. So stay tuned. It's going to be a good one.
Yep. All right. So we have a lot to get to, guys. President Gilbert Giddy up for 5. Listen, Tyrone. Listen, Tyrone Last. Come on, man. Don't you know what a black queen speaks? You let him speak. Free Tyrone. Transgender flag. Great. So, yeah, they'll be cut off the stream. Damn it.
At least it was the soft day both times. Let's say.
Wow. Wow. What? That's so good.
Oh, Rap, I got a question. Are you a hard R Republican or a soft D Democrat?
Oh, Jesus. My God. Okay, anyways, back to the stream. Good Lord, Tyrone and Real Texan. Of course, the 2 people from Texas.
Yes. We're the proud Dixiecrats of the.
It's so true. So
of course, it was the 2 Southerners on stream.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
The 2 Southerners.
But back to the stream. But before anything, like the video, comment, subscribe, smash the bell for notifications. You can join the channel for $1 a day. It's really fucking cheap. That's like what, $30 a month, roughly. Really, really fucking inexpensive. And if you want your comments to be read 100%, we do read the comments. But if you want us to a surefire way to respond, leave a super chat. Those help the channel out financially. There's quite a bit to get into today. What do you want to get into first, Rap?
Jacob Martin for 2. So much for being immune, Tyrone. Yeah, that's great.
Do we get to manhandle Barnes first, or
I don't even know where to start. I'm out of sorts now after that.
Let's start with Barnes.
Yeah, so for those that don't know,
Barnes, because half of the call right now, half of the stream is from Wisconsin. So we had some pretty big Wisconsin news. That being the one Democrat who would probably lose is entering in the race, and he's probably going to get the nomination. And it's our favorite. My mom was a teacher. My dad worked third shift. Mr. Who Dat Saltine Fronten, Mr. Ayatollah gets America better than us, Mr. Assault Reporters, Mr. Manhandle Barnes himself, the former lieutenant governor who lost to Ron Johnson, who at the time had a 36% approval rating, and now he's running for governor against, I think, a better candidate, Tom Tiffany. So it's going to be interesting, but I think we got a very good shot at flipping Wisconsin red next year. And Mandela Barnes, why are Dems running this guy?
I don't know.
This was a meme. I didn't think he was actually going to fucking run. Why the fuck are we running him, bro?
I don't know.
They
have like 20 people running already. Now it's a shit show.
Well, he's got the most name IDs, so he's going to clear the field.
Yeah. All right.
Like, why are they fucking running him? Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Good lord, President Gilbert giddy up for 5. I didn't think I would get that word, presidential approval. P.S. I'm still laughing at when Ye did his girly gasp when Real Texan did it. Yeah, that's gonna forever well, it got cut out, but yeah, Real Texan politics. Oh god, I'm not reading that. Nope, not gonna make me fall for that. Nope. All right. So, yeah, so Wisconsin right now is a shit show. You have Mandela Barnes running. You have that, gosh, you have a bunch of people running now. What are we up to, like 10?
Yeah.
Good luck.
What was your favorite Mandela Barnes moment? Mine was probably when, right after the BLM riots, he went on Russian state television to talk about how America was racist.
Wait, what?
You didn't know that? He went on RT to talk about how America was racist.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
or
the
the fact he didn't pay his property taxes for 2 years. Why did Dems run this dude, bro? What the fuck are they running him?
Yeah, so I'm looking right now. There's currently 8 declared candidates for the Democrat side. Then there's someone that's filed paperwork and someone that's publicly expressed interest.
Great. Woo,
On the
we're up to 8
Republican
people.
side, there's only 3 that have declared.
What a shit show.
I just love this. I love the Dems. They're so fucking cocky now. They're just running anything.
They're fucking insane.
And by the way, guys, the most recent primary poll from TIP had Mandela Barnes at 21, overwhelmingly the favorite.
Hold up. I think YouTube crashed. Again.
Gee, I wonder why.
Take the stream down?
YouTube,
why
we
is
good?
it whenever an N-word is dropped on stream, the fucking stream crashes?
It didn't.
Yeah, just fucking it. Just viewership crashes 0. What the? Oh my gosh.
I need to stop saying that.
No, it's still going on. I went on my phone. It's still working.
On my end, it just broke again. So, chat, if you guys could hear me, please share the stream because YouTube is doing shit again. Please share the stream.
American Nerd for 2 says, would Barnes be the easiest Dem candidate to beat?
Yes.
Oh, by far. I mean, yeah, I think even Francesca Hong, she's very far left, but at least she has, like, some appeal to people. Like, she could try to run a Zocron-type candidacy. Mandela Barnes is, like, popular in, like, Madison and the north side of Milwaukee. The rest of the state hates him. Fucking Ron Johnson was able to get, like, fucking Romney margins in Waukesha in 2022 when he worked himself about.
YouTube,
like,
what the fuck, YouTube? Sorry, this is starting to piss me off. It's just on my end, it's not working now.
Yeah, Barnes is just the shittiest possible candidate. Like I said, there's mountains of shit on this guy. I was just talking about it. He assaulted reporters. He didn't pay his property taxes for like 2 years. He went on Russian state television to talk about how racist America is. He's all over the place. He's horrible. He has an interesting Twitter history.
Tweeted at the Ayatollah.
What?
Yeah,
I posted in general earlier. If you go up,
Wait,
if you want to share some of
did you
these,
forget about the time where he was quote tweeting the Ayatollah?
Yeah, share the tweet of him quote tweeting the Ayatollah.
Are you serious? Hold on, I got this up. Oh my gosh! What the hell?
I'll be back later.
What is this? Hold on, let me pull this up.
Tyrone left.
And YouTube just freaking, oh my gosh, YouTube's really, I'm about
First
to,
tweet of 2015 from Khomeini, Iran is hashtag Black Lives Matter.
what
That's-
the hell? This is his account? It is!
Yes, it's his account.
Yeah, and don't remember at the time. I think he called somebody a saltine or something.
Yeah. Look, that's the tweet above. I posted in general. If you go in general, there's the one above. You can share that. one.
Yeah, I see that.
Where it's white Wisconsin game for you. Who dat saltine thinking from?
This is
And he-
freaking,
and
what
by
the
way,
hell?
I remember he put saltine in brackets, so you know he meant cracker.
And you just,
I don't
And
think.
for the record, he was elected lieutenant governor only about like a year and a half later. So this wasn't like ancient history. It wasn't like this wasn't.
Yeah, it
wasn't
was like
this
10
was
years
taken from,
ago.
like,
I meant
2010.
I meant saltine crackers, guys. My YouTube overlords. I meant saltine crackers. You know that, right,
Jeez.
Rap? You know that.
Yeah, okay.
And for the record, YouTube wouldn't give a shit if I said it.
I know.
anyway.
White Wisconsin. I love this dude. Why are they running him? Just so
I have no
much
clue. They can run anybody. They can run a piece of cardboard and have a chance of winning. This is
Oh,
stupid.
Tom Tiffany is fucking celebrating. He's just posting a bunch of shit, bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
This is his like fucking weird.
Oh, his campaign's
Christmas
loving
came early
this.
for Tiffany. Oh my god, dude, this is gonna be a fun.
What do
governor
they do?
race.
They can run anybody. I know you can't run Tony Evers, but
Like Rodriguez would probably win. Like she's not the best candidate, but like in this environment, she could probably just sweep.
at least she's the lieutenant
Because
governor.
Tiffany, I think is going to be a good candidate. But they decide to run this fucking loser. It's just a joke, bro. It's why the fuck are they doing this shit?
Let's see. Super chats here.
American Nerd for 2. Who's crazier, Barnes or Graham Plater? I think Barnes.
We should start calling
Okay,
him American Nerd for
Plattner
two.
at least has a fucking brain. Plattner wouldn't go on Russian state television to talk about America's racism.
I gotta watch that clip. Somebody find that clip, please.
Saul Goodman says first Lester Tellez hearing in 6 days.
I make no comment on that.
For two Canadian dollars.
That
Thank
court,
you.
you're like, like,
Yeah, so for those that don't know, Lester Tellez on Point Politics, he is having a he was charged with some really bad stuff a couple months ago. He's having his hearing in a couple days. So
he tried to do things to autistic girls. That's all I'll say.
It's pretty bad. From what I've heard, it's pretty bad. I don't know the full story. There's some details missing, but I know more than most, probably a little bit more. Now, I don't know the full story, but
You know, PBD paid his bail.
wait, what?
Yeah, Patrick Bet David paid his bail.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! How did he get involved with him? What?
He paid he paid $20,000 to meet Patrick Bet David.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. President Gilbert getting up for 5. Rap getting irritated at YouTube and everyone else wondering what's going on. Luke on their hands laughing, literally something else. Yeah, no, just on my end, YouTube just does this sometimes where just like it crashes, but it's working now. It's working. But guys, please share the stream. Tell the YouTube algorithm to go fuck itself. So like, share, subscribe, share on Twitter, share on all that stuff.
Telling him to go F
You
himself.
don't understand the things I say on Twitter.
Yes. So yeah, the whole like Mandela Barnes said, why are they gonna run this guy? Why?
Because diversity.
Run again, just run Rodriguez. I don't get why they don't just do that. I mean, at least she's a lieutenant governor, and she's not really controversial. So
The thing, Evers is definitely going to endorse Rodriguez, but it's going to be something. Barnes has this shit. He's going to be the nominee.
yeah,
like,
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I want to be clear about this. I think Barnes can still win, but Wisconsin is not Virginia.
It would take a lot. It would take a lot. Like, he's going to. If he couldn't. Like, 22 was his year. I get it was closer than the polls suggested, but still. Ron Johnson had a fucking 35% approval rating.
And he
when we
still
did
won.
pretty shit in the Rust Belt, yeah, this dude still lost.
Oh, Ron Johnson,
And
everybody, you
you know
gotta
the
love
funny
him.
thing? He got Milwaukee turnout up. Milwaukee turnout was good in 2022.
Yeah.
It still fucking lost. Here's the problem with Mandela Bard. For Dems to win Wisconsin, what they need to do, they need to either do better in the suburbs or overperform Trump in the drift. They can afford for one of those not to happen. Barnes will ensure neither of those happen. They'll get decent turnout in Milwaukee.
I don't know.
But
Luke, you know, with the WoW counties, there's some whacked out people there now. I don't know.
they're not gonna vote for Barnes. Look what
These
happened last
type
time.
people voted for Jay Jones, and I know Wisconsin, not Virginia, but yeah.
No, it's a lot different.
I know.
And Virginia was a very specific situation because of the shutdowns. But in 2022, Tim Michaels did about the same as Trump in the WoW counties. In Mandela Barnes got like fucking 2012 numbers for Dems. Barnes is not like
American Nerd
for 2 for 2.
Thank you. Rap versus YouTube is a great David versus Goliath story. Not really. It's not really David versus Goliath. It's just a platform I use. It's shitty sometimes. But yeah, so yeah, with Wisconsin, I think overall, Barnes is a very shit tier candidate. Go ahead, run. Well, I don't get why. Like again, just pick anybody else. Why are they so fascinated with Barnes of all people? Pick somebody else.
Because he's
black. He's inspiring.
You're telling me
brave.
They can't find? Oh my gosh, these people.
Stunning and brave.
Stunning and brave. All right, so hold on.
I will say it will be interesting to see how much of the progressive vote in the primaries Cisco Hong takes. That'll be interesting.
All right, so I think it's time we get into what was the main topic of the stream. It's related to the fraud the Trump administration's uncovering. And we've been talking a little bit about this for the past couple months. And yesterday we made a big stream about this where, you know, what's happening in Minneapolis. That's batshit crazy. I mean, look, did you hear what happened in Wisconsin, by the way?
I saw you posted about it. Yeah, there was an Indian or did something.
Yeah, so let me pull this stuff up. So this is getting nuts. We've always known this was a problem across the country, but holy shit.
I assume he did not redeem. Is that correct?
I don't know.
He did not. He did not redeem the SAR. He did not.
Yeah.
He did not redeem the card.
For those that don't know, this is another story. This is out of Wisconsin. This is Kenosha, I think. Yeah, it was Kenosha, Wisconsin. And I'm gonna pull up the Sean Duffy tweet in a second. But look at this story. 2 men that you can't even pronounce. Can anybody pronounce these names properly? First of all, what is this? Chinton Thacker. I don't know. And
those
God
are like
knows
those are the most scammer names you could think of.
Yeah, they're facing charges.
Chinton Thacker and Jagdish Kumar Nandani.
Yeah,
Nandani. That's an interesting name there.
No, that's a weird one. Yeah, so they're facing charges after scamming an elderly woman. One person, by the way, one old lady out of Kenosha, of $650,000 in savings. The scammers took orders from ringleaders in India over WhatsApp. Trump's immigration moratorium, and that's a report he brought up. But yeah, so these two, this is in Kenosha, by the way. This is a real thing. And you're showing how these people do this shit here. It's what are we doing? Why do we just allow this stuff to happen here? Why? Well, why is this why should we have to live like this where these people, you can't deport them for whatever reason, and they do shit like this all the time? This is a week after the stuff in Minneapolis got exposed, and now it's happening in Wisconsin. It's happening in Maine. It's happening in Michigan. All these states, this shit's happening. In every state, this shit's going on. Look at real Texas. What's that one city in Texas that has a large Indian population again?
Is it Irving? There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Is it? What about Irving? Is it Irving, Texas? The biggest one?
There's Irving, there's Plano, there's Frisco, there's Sugar Land, there's Prosper, Salina.
Yeah. And apparently it's pretty bad at Irving, from what I heard, for some people.
Literally the entirety of Collin County is basically Indians, so.
This is bad. What are we doing? In a just society, these people will be deported immediately and denaturalized if they're quote-unquote legal citizens.
Holy shit, Country Club Conservative is back to being a Trump supporter after the Venezuela news.
We're so back.
I wonder why. I wonder
Yeah.
why. You know, this guy really.
By the way,
likes,
Country Club Conservative is like 16.
Yeah, this is
he's
pretty bad.
he's bombing people, so you know.
Yeah, that's right. In Reagan we trust. So, okay, yeah. So this is another story that's going on. Like, think about this. This is one woman that lost her 401k, her house, everything. Now, imagine this in every other state. Imagine this in Minneapolis, in Los Angeles, in Chicago. How many billions of dollars, trillions, are stolen each year? Because the remittances that we know of, that's the ones we know about that are through the legal process and stuff. God knows how much money these countries are really getting. It's insane. And it gets even worse because Sean Duffy, the transportation secretary, you guys hear about this? So they began to look into the, you know what CDLs are? Everybody knows what those are? Commercial driver's license.
Yeah.
Yeah, for trucks and stuff. So, real Texan, we've seen a lot of illegal immigrants, with these licenses, right?
Yeah.
Take a guess what % in Minnesota are illegal immigrants?
Probably the majority of them, to be honest.
Surprisingly, it's not a majority. It's 1/3, though, of all CDLs in Minnesota have an illegally obtained license, and they're driving around. And this is Minnesota. Minnesota's not as egregious as California or Oregon. 1/3. So you're telling me that 1/3 of these CDLs were issued illegally. And now, what are we doing? Why do we just allow this to happen? Because Sean Duffy says, well, you're on notice and you have 30 days to fix this or lose money. Why don't they just cut the money right now? Why do we play these games of we might do something down the line? Why? This is my issue with the Trump admin, by the way.
We'll look into doing it.
That's my problem.
We need more SARS on our streets, you know?
Oh, jeez. But no, it's like, if this is the thing that irks me the most with this admin. They say really good stuff, and sometimes they implement good stuff, like the travel ban and stuff, and the suspension of most asylum claims. But you can't say you might do something. You have the power to do this. It's like when Trump posted on the Truth Social, it's like, well, we have to do something about it. Dude, you're the president. Tell Pam Bondi to get off her ass and do something. Or fire her if she's not. Yeah, why not do this now? Why gotta wait 30 days? How many people got killed from this shit? Remember what happened in Florida? How many people died from that crash? It was like a family like 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're just allowing this to happen. Oh, in 30 days we might do something. Do it now. Yeah, I don't know. Pam Bondi and Hannity again. Yeah, she probably is.
She's a woman.
Yeah. They lack English proficiency. Well, that's the problem. I mean, if these people can't speak English, why are they allowed to drive in America? If they don't understand the signs, why are they driving? Why? You need to understand what the signs say, and you can't speak.
Tennessee.
Hey, what happened? Wait, what do you say?
I got an update out of the Tennessee race. I thought I'd share it.
Okay.
So it looks like that snowstorm was just bullshit. Morning traffic. This Zachary Dunini, who is a pretty liberal guy, said he was analyzing street traffic, from cameras in the district. There's no snow on the roads. Traffic is exactly as normal.
Hold on. I gotta check back the audio. Audio's not working.
Okay.
Hold on.
Nice job, Tyrone.
We're sorry. That was my end again.
Okay, so yeah, basically street traffic is normal. There's no snow on the roads. So that the idea of this GOP vote depressing snowstorm, it's a joke. So yeah, we should.
Surely we win. Surely, and by the way, we will have a video on that.
Also, his thing is, what he's saying is, if the election day turnout goes past 60K, then there's no. Yeah. If it's below 60K, we might have some trouble, but we'll probably
see.
still.
Okay. We're seeing they might in the tweet. No, Sean Duffy's whole statement is, You're on notice. You have 30 days to fix this or lose $30 million in funding. Why not do it now? Just tell them you get the money back when you fix this. Why you gotta play this game of...
Dude, everyone in the comments of this post is asking him, is it possible it might snow later in the day? And he's like, no.
Oh my
These
gosh.
people are just coping so much. They're like, can it snow? Can it snow?
Listen, I still think at the end of the day, like, I don't know how the race go to Tennessee. I have a video planned for later today on that. But I think it's gonna be like a repeat of what happened with Randy Fine. Randy Fine's gonna go down in flames and he wins by like 15. Like, it's underperformance, but I don't know. I get a weird feeling about this race. I don't know. I think he wins by a decent margin.
Imagine he just overperforms
Anything could happen.
Trump. Imagine he somehow overperforms Trump. That'd be the funniest.
If that happens, I don't want to hear a damn word from these people ever again. American Nerd for 10. Besides RFK, Hegseth, Noam, and maybe Rubio, Trump should really just fire all the other cabinet members, especially those who have done crap. Cough, cough, Bondi. Yeah, fire Bondi. Keep Tulsi. She's done a good job. Considering
how
shit.
That, like, the early votes were like Trump plus 6 in 24. That's what they were estimating.
Yeah,
and
I saw
was saying,
that.
oh, this means Afton Ben won it by 10. Like, everyone's saying, oh, she's won the early vote by 10. They think that they're like 15% of them voted for Ben. And it's like, okay. They think Trump's just that hated that they all swung left.
Well, I mean, I have some of these polls that are just like, I don't know what's going on. The daily trackers like Rasmussen, it's a bit concerning that it's back to 45%. But I don't know, it just seems like they're getting such a big response bias right now, they're not even accounting for it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean,
but...
Tip had a good poll for Trump. The Morning Consult also had a good poll. Polling is back to being all over the place. Seemed like all the polls were kind of unified for like a couple weeks. Now it's back to being all over the place.
Yeah.
So we really don't.
And I still think some of these pollsters, they fucked up their samples after the Virginia elections, overcompensate. That's what I think happened. Because nobody was expecting that big of a victory for Dems. Nobody, not even Democrats. Only the most delusional people thought that was going to happen. And they're right for the wrong reason.
Nutty comb.
Yeah, listen, he got that right for the wrong reason. He got so lucky that was a turnout. Because if it was 1% more Republican, his poll would have been dog shit. So, American Nerd for 2. I forget about Bissett. Keep him. He's solid. But yeah, fire Lutnick. What has Lutnick done?
Make money by shorting everything.
He shorts everything. Let's see. Fire Bondi, then hire her for 5 minutes and fire her again. I agree with that. They get Bailey in there because Andrew Bailey's running the government anyways. He's as part of the FBI. Just put him in charge of the DOJ and be done with it. All right. Yeah, the Democrat of Tennessee, doesn't she have a bunch of baggage too? Didn't she say she hated the city or whatever?
Yeah, she hates the city. She hates country music.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing to run in Tennessee. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, and
especially
everybody,
especially in that part of Tennessee when their economy is basically based on country music.
Yeah, not a good idea. In other news, everybody, another truck driver got thrown in prison or got charged, and take a guess where he's from.
Punjab or Uttar Pradesh.
India.
Look at this name. In
Rajinder
Oregon.
Kumar. Oh yeah, in Oregon, yeah.
Rajinder
With
Kumar.
negligent
Of course, his
homicide.
last name's fucking Kumar. Of course.
Oh my gosh! No. You remember that? You guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
Remember Neil Kumar?
That's what it's bringing up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whatever happened to that guy?
Uh.
Did he get legal trouble or something?
Probably.
But yeah, so he was charged with negligent homicide in the deaths of newlyweds William Carter and Jennifer Lauer. Jason Hopkins is reporting that ICE has issued a detainer on the California CDL holder. So this guy, again, another truck driver another illegal immigrant from India, just killed 2 more people. When is this going to stop? This shit has to stop. Now, again, you could do a multitude of things, but just allowing this to happen like this and people are just dying left and right. We're seeing people die now because these policies. Stupid. Yeah, it just this is unbelievable. Right Guy Chat says the county is shifting hard to the left. I should point that out. Really, this is a Democrat running county. Damn.
Which one is?
It's the county this illegal is from. Apparently he just got it. So yeah, this is bad. And I have no clue where this guy's from. Well,
India.
Yeah, well, I talk about like is he from Oregon? I don't know. This is bad. Yeah. He got charged with negligent homicide. American Nerd for 2, stop hiring a poo of Quickie Mart as truck drivers. Well, a poo is actually like halfway competent. These people just like, what are we doing? It's bad. Okay, so where are we at? There needs to be a national level referendums on driver license being issued. California issuing licenses to illegal is a national threat. I agree with that. That is a.
When are we getting the Fortnite boat strike?
Oh gosh. But no, seriously, like, this is a serious discussion we have to have. These licenses, we make jokes about this, but this is actually a serious problem. Remember when people said, like, they weren't getting the licenses or social security numbers, and now it's like, oh yeah, we just gave everyone, like, social security numbers. Yeah, I gave them all those numbers and stuff. But it's a serious problem, because, Luke, why do you think it's an issue giving all these people licenses and stuff? What do you think the problem is?
Because look at how they drive in India.
Basically.
That is true.
Yeah, but seriously, these people, if you give them licenses and
that video
stuff,
of that bus that was going around?
Yeah, I saw that. What, like, that...
First of all, these people drive like shit. Second of all, they drive on the other side of the fucking road, so they're not... Like, that's another thing, too. India drives on the left. So they got a completely different, sense of driving.
Yeah. And on top of that, the biggest problem, really, is the fact that since people have licenses and stuff, they can do whatever they want, basically. They could claim Social Security, they could claim all that, which, by the way, remember when they said they weren't getting Social Security? Remember that? Let me pull this up here. I think Rapid Response posted something. Pull this up. I'm getting, like, this is nuts. I'm not really surprised by any of this, but, where's it at? Social Security numbers. It was some crazy amount. Yeah, this is under Biden. In 2021, there were 270,000 non-citizen Social Security numbers issued. First of all, why are we giving these people Social Security numbers? That's the first question.
Because they're just as American as you.
Yeah, they're just American. They crossed border 5 minutes ago. But look at this. In 2022, it jumped up to 590,000. 2023, 964,000. And in 2024, 2.1 million people got Social Security numbers issued. But I thought this wasn't happening. The Biden admin, they purposely opened the border, and look at it now. Look at this. Millions of people, they're illegally getting Social Security numbers. They shouldn't be here. It's skyrocketed. It's not like, went up 1% or whatever. It what? Went up 10 times the amount in just 4 years? From 270,000 to 2 million? Yeah, the New York Times, they even admitted that the article, that they admitted in an article that, yeah, they're just casually importing a bunch of people, giving them numbers and stuff, and it's perfectly fine because racism or something. Yeah, I don't know. This is bad. And here's the crazy thing. If Trump never won, and listen, we've been critical of Trump admin, right? I think we can all agree. We've been critical of Trump for a bunch of reasons. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Say what you will about the admin. Them winning is preventing this shit from continuing. This shit stopped under Trump. Again, there's some things going to be critical about, but what?
I'm back.
Yeah, Tyrone. So, did you see the latest tweet on how many non-citizen Social Security numbers we issued in 2024?
No, I did not. Let me guess, 25 million.
Well, 2.1 million. Up from 270,000 just in 2021.
So you're telling me more than enough people to flip the 2020 election over multiple times were registered their own social security numbers and ergo proof
They
of
have their
voting.
own Social Security numbers. And that's just in 1 year. 2.1 million. In 2022 is 590,000. 2023, 964,000.
So that's what, including, so that's what, that's like 3.5, 4 million
That is
total?
that is 3.5 million. Just in 3 years. Include 2021, you're closer to 3.7 million. And notice how they increase the total every year. They doubled it every single year. Yeah, they doubled it. 270, 590. Oh my god.
So what you're telling me is that in 2024 alone, they issued enough social security numbers to people ineligible to vote, which gave those people a workaround to be able to go and vote. And that did that by itself. Those numbers by itself would have flipped. It would have flipped the popular vote, and if it were strategically coordinated in key states, we would have seen another 2020.
Yeah.
For a candidate for the Democratic Party that is so unpopular, she doesn't even lead the polls again.
Yeah. And the crazy
Who
thing
is the most unpopular vice president in history since Dick Cheney, or was the most unpopular vice president.
And the crazy thing about this is I guarantee you a bunch of people voted. Let's cut the crap they voted.
I am once again pointing out to the audience that there are a variety of ways in which the Democratic Party registers non-citizens to vote in our elections, affect them, and affect your life, because they do this in blue states to reinforce their votes. They do this in red states to take over local and state governments. And they do this in swing states to swing it their way and turn them into blue states. This is political warfare, people. 2024 alone, that is more than enough votes to flip the popular vote and give it to Trump over Harris.
Yeah.
Imagine what the actual margin would have been if these past 4 years, none of these people were given the ability to vote. Imagine let's think of close races from 2022. What would Arizona's gubernatorial race look like if those people had been able to vote?
Georgia, same thing.
Kerry Lake, would Georgia have Raphael Warnock or John Ossoff as senator? Would Arizona have Kerry Lake? Would Minnesota have what's his name? Tim Michaels?
Yeah.
Would Pennsylvania have Dr. Oz? You guys need to, actually, here's a better example. Would we have Josh Stein in North Carolina? Think about that.
We're to that point now. I don't think it's that many that vote.
That was too big of a...
Yeah, it probably was, listen, that's the scary thing. The fact that we even have to even question that because of these numbers, that's the issue. And these are the ones they know about.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you have that many non-citizens with Social Security IDs who are able to go out and vote, and every vote matters, unironically. Every single fucking vote matters. That's how it's worked. That's how it's always worked. Which is why the Democrats are so hell-bent on letting non-citizens who hate this country come in and fucking vote and profit off of us as if we're a fucking economic zone. Wake up, guys. That's what this is.
Yeah, and this is what they know about. That's a scary thing. And by the way, these are newly issued ones, by the way. So you're talking about 3.7 million people just 4 years.
Yeah,
With-
imagine what happened under the first Trump admin where they didn't really have a handle on things, or under the Obama era
Oh
where they let in.
gosh.
Yeah, imagine Obama with how many fucking Somalis they let in. Somalis, third worlders.
All right. Josh for 5. We would have been better off if had Trump won 2020 instead of Biden. No, I argue we'd be
No.
worse off. Because okay, even Trump won in 2020. All that would have happened is yes, the last 4 years would have never happened. But at the same time, is that really a positive thing for long term of
And
the
you would
country?
probably have a fucking, like, God knows who is president right now.
It probably Harris for crying out loud.
22 would have been a fucking blowout. It would have been horrible. I don't even want to think about what would have happened in 22. That would have been probably 2018 on steroids. Been fucking.
Yeah. It's like, and like a lot of the things we've uncovered the last 4 years, it was uncovered because the Biden admin didn't give a shit, and they were purposely doing shit that was bad.
The Biden admin was a necessary evil.
Yeah. Again, I'm not saying it's good. It's going to take a long time to even recover from this. I get that. But if this would have never happened, this would have, all that the last 4 years did was accelerate what was going on anyways. It just accelerated it.
The Democratic Party thought that they were going to have Hillary Clinton as their president, and with Biden, they played 4 years of catch-up and 4 years of policy in 4 years. They effectively doubled the pace of what they were actually doing. That exposed a lot of the evil that they were committed to, and now we're starting to see it all fucking fall apart.
That's what happened under Obama. The first 4 years under Obama, yeah, the economy sucked, but he didn't do anything really that bad.
And it was 2012 when he saw how dog shit of a candidate Romney is that he started talking about supporting gay marriage.
Yeah. And then after that, that's when the Obama admin, that's when they started targeting people, the DOJ. That's when they started doing some very corrupt stuff. That's when they started pushing lots of bullshit. And
started illegally monitoring Trump and his campaign.
Yeah.
Covered up Russia, covered up Uranium One with Russia and Hillary Clinton and the uranium deal.
Same thing with Biden. They covered that up.
Yeah, a lot of people, dude, a lot of people seem to memory hole that the Clintons made a shit ton of money from dealing with Russia with that uranium deal. And then a year later, they went Russia hacked the election for Trump.
And that's what pissed Russia off the most, I think. They
went from being business partners with Russia to throwing Russia under the bus.
Yeah.
And then the Biden admin, or Biden as vice president and his sons made a shit ton off of Ukrainian energy. And then everyone in the Democratic Party clapped and aligned with freedom and democracy when Russia invaded Ukraine.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
Well, Dems were the soft on Russia. That was like part of Romney's campaign.
I forgot about that. Yeah. They were the party that supported Russia. They love Russia. But then they realized, oh, Ukraine is even better.
Yeah, fucking Obama. I remember the second debate between Obama and Romney. That one of the questions was, who do you believe is America's biggest threat? Obama said it was China, and we need to cooperate with China to make them stop being such a target. Romney said that the biggest opponent was Russia because the Cold War hasn't ended, and they had just had that conflict in Georgia. A lot of people seem to forget Russian intervention in Georgia and the Second Chechen War were fairly recent. And you were starting to see Russian agitators in the Donbass region really flare up. I'm not saying Russia's our biggest geopolitical opponent, but Romney had a much stronger sense of geopolitical realism than Obama. And the Democrats were the soft on Russia party until they threw Putin under the bus and they said, oh, well, actually, Russia hacked the election for reasons because Trump wanted to put a Trump tower in Moscow.
All right.
I think he's owned by the Kremlin. He's a good Kremlin.
Yeah. Let's see. American Nerd for 6. Trump should wait until the new year. Fire the lazy cabinet members immediately. What the F is he waiting for, damn it? Well, okay. From what I've understood, and this is what I've heard a little bit from, Trump wanted to give his cabinet 1 year to do their shit. That was the idea. Like, you get 1 year, have fun. But I think he's realizing he kind of fucked himself on that front by doing that. Because now, I don't think he can he get anyone through the Senate now through any confirmations?
Nope.
That's a problem. Maybe Bailey for AG? That's the only one I can see getting through. Because you know with the FBI, you know that people like Tom Tillis, they're gonna, and Mitch McConnell, they're gonna vote no on every FBI director unless it's like James Comey. I'm dead serious. So, yeah, he should have this back in June. He should have used that excuse when Pam Bondi and Kash Patel fucked up. That's when they fired them. But nope. He had to play his game, and now I don't know if you can get anyone through. I don't know if you can get a single person through confirmation.
I could see a couple Democrats defecting, namely Fetterman, simply because Fetterman just has that much spite for the. I could see Fetterman's spite at this point being strong enough to help get a Trump nominee in just because they want to fuck him over and replace him.
That's true. That's about it, though.
Non-zero
But that's
chance
what.
that
That's 55 people. That's what, 55 people? 53 people?
Yeah.
I think there's a non-zero chance in 2028 you see in Pennsylvania, John Fetterman runs an independent with Republican backing against the Dems. I could see that happening.
Maybe. I think he just retires. But
We'll see.
because remember, they forced him to run for Senate. He didn't really want to.
Dan Bongino's downfall needs to be studied. Well, the problem with Bongino is he's a good guy, but I don't think he should have been put in charge of the FBI. He should have been put in charge of Secret Service. That's what he should have been. But Kash Patel, though, is a fucking joke. He's a.
Do you guys want to know one of the big reasons Patel was nominated?
Why?
He wrote a series of children's books for with Trump as the main character. I'm not even joking. Publi showed this to me last night. Here, I'll post an example of one. Here's an example. He wrote a book called The Plot Against the King, and Trump is the king. Hillary Clinton is like this wicked witch of the West type figure, and he made himself the fucking wizard helping Trump stop the steal. Where the fuck is the screenshot at?
You're telling me, and that's a problem with Trump's ego.
That is a big reason as to why Trump likes him so much.
That's Trump's ego. It's both a blessing in disguise, because it's a blessing where he tells people to go fuck themselves. They suck.
We're in a fucking Arab state. Like the way Trump is running shit, this is exactly how Arabs like. Okay, here it is. The Plot Against the King. Look at this shit.
Oh, is this real?
This is real.
Let me pull this up. I refuse to accept this is real.
That's supposed to be Melania as like the queen or something.
What the Plot Against the King? This is like the most boomer coded thing I've ever seen. I refuse to accept this is real. I don't believe you, Tyrone.
There's the Amazon link for the first book in the series.
The Plot Against the King.
It's a series? There's multiple?
There's multiple.
Yep. There's a cinematic universe?
It's real! It's actually a real thing! By Kash Patel.
There's a fucking whole fucking... That's crazy, dude.
Is that James Comey in the bottom left?
Yep. James Comey in the right.
That looks like James Comey!
I think it is supposed to be James Comey.
Who the fuck? What the hell? First of all, why does Trump look like that?
Second of all, why did Patel self-insert himself there?
Yeah.
He wasn't relevant to Trump whatsoever.
I've seen shit like that with like extremely autistic Loud House fans.
Oh my gosh, that's a reference. This is...
yeah, there was a video I watched with someone on Luke's server about a extremely autistic Loud House fan. I'm not gonna say anything about that.
All right. Anyways, this was before AI. This apparently came out like right when AI was starting to become a thing. So there's a chance AI might have been used for this shit.
No, not really.
There's a chance. This is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
This is the problem with Trump. You gotta love Trump. The ego thing is just it's a blessing and curse at the same time.
Trump's gonna see cash in Valhalla.
Oh jeez.
Kash Patel is not a very good lawyer. He has not been a good lawyer for the longest time. He got to where he was by fucking by grapefruiting and fucking sucking off Trump 24/7.
Yep. And that's Trump's problem.
Tyrone, you should probably tweet about the children's book.
I will later. I'm currently driving and drinking water.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
So see, guys, with President Trump, like his ego's both good because when he sees something stupid and he gets pissed off, he'll say it, like with the whole like immigration stuff. But then, if you kiss his ass enough and not tell him the truth, he'll reward you. That's the issue. That's why people like Susie Wiles and Pam Bondi are still there. They kiss his ass enough.
And that's why people like Pete Sessions are no longer there. Or Jeff, no, whatever. Pete or Jeff, I forgot. There's like a fucking
Jeff Sessions.
Jeff Sessions.
And Jeff Sessions is no longer there because he said certain things that upset Trump's ego, and Trump still hasn't forgiven him 10 years.
But to be fair, Sessions was a fucking dumbass anyways. So.
Well, yeah. Why did he like spend the entire time just going after weed? That was like his whole fucking like. He was like known for his immigration stance, and then he's just like, "No, we're gonna spend my entire time as AG focusing on weed." Like, it was like,
that's the issue with Trump. I mean, like, but you gotta tell him the truth because he will listen when you tell the truth. But there's a difference between telling the truth and doing like what Mike Pence did, which is he backstabbed Trump. Let's cut the shit. He backstabbed them. Because for those that don't know the actual story, Mike Pence lied to President Trump about the whole like January 6th stuff. He told them, and he was telling people before, like in a rally and stuff, we're going to take a stand on January 6th. We're going to fight back. And then he pulled that stunt. That's why Trump's pissed off with Pence and will never forgive him. He lied about it. So, yeah, and that's the issue with Trump, though. But the meanwhile, Kash Patel, he's still there because reasons. I don't know at this point. American Note for 5. I was always skeptical of Patel given his experience was in law enforcement, which was what the FBI is supposed to be, but in the intel community. Well, the thing with Patel is he would be good as like what's a position he'd be good at?
I mean, not really. He wasn't even that good of a fucking prosecutor or a lawyer.
That's true. Yeah, it's a problem. So, but he put him in some low, like, make him Dan Bongino's position or something, like second in command or whatever, and then get somebody like, who would a good FBI director? You guys think? Just name a random person. Anybody would be better than this.
Honestly, since he's retiring, Troy Nels.
Oh yeah, he's retiring.
Troy Nels spends time in the Army and in federal law enforcement before running for Congress.
Get him in there.
Put Nels in charge of the FBI.
He was the Fort Bend County Sheriff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the thing with and for those that don't know, like, you know the real reason why the FBI still sucks and the DOJ, what the real problem is? But why Patel and Bondi failed? Bondi's lazy, and she refused. There's reports circulating now that she doesn't even leave Florida, except for cabinet meetings. She's literally just in Florida 24/7. She doesn't leave the state at all, so that tells you everything.
That makes a lot of sense.
But the biggest issue, the real problem, is apparently, well, we know this for a fact, they have not fired a single person. So all the same assholes that were corrupt, that are doing a lot of issues, they're still at the FBI and DOJ. And they're stuck there.
Kash Patel and Pam Bondi care more about not being seen as racist or controversial because they now have these prestigious positions when we are at a time where they need, or where of all things, we need those positions to go after people for the systematic corruption that has existed in this country since in its current form, the Obama administration with targeted political violence going after American citizens, putting people in jail and whatnot. You guys
Yeah.
already know all about it. There was a witch hunt against Trump. They raided Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah. And like went through like freaking like Melania's drawers and shit. And we're just letting this happen. And that's gonna just that's that irks me. I just don't know if there's enough time to replace these two. I don't know. Because Trump is waiting till the last possible second if he's replace them. Yeah, again, he should have done this back in June with Pam Bondi. When she fucked up the Epstein files and that mysterious document was leaked. That's when he should have fired her. But nope. Had to stick with her because she says the right things. All right.
If we can't have a permanent attorney general, Matt Gaetz and Andrew Bailey need to work very closely together.
I have an idea.
So that if we can't get Bailey confirmed, Trump needs to do the nuclear option. He needs to put Gaetz in as interim attorney general, and as soon as Gaetz is done, put Bailey in as interim attorney general, and then we find somebody else.
Well, you know what you can do? And I even proposed this to some people. You know how you get around this shit?
How?
You make up some bullshit position in the DOJ. Some bullshit executive position. Like, the co-deputy director of, who freaking knows? But here's the thing with these positions.
Deputy Director of National Security.
Yeah. Here's the thing with these. You can essentially delegate the powers of the AG to these positions. They kind of did it with Ed Martin, even though they're screwing him over and trying to throw him under the bus. But they did it with him with the mortgage stuff. So, make up these bullshit positions and put like Andrew Bailey, Matt Gaetz. Who's a third person you can think of?
Miyares, maybe. I don't know.
I know people don't. I'm not the biggest fan of Harmeet Dillon, but basically, Paxton. Yeah. If he doesn't win the Senate race, go with him. But also, even Harmeet Dillon. I know Harmeet Dillon's people don't like. I'm fine with her. I think she's doing a good job.
I don't like Harmeet Dillon, but she has this weird. I was talking to John about this a while ago. She has this weird. We're going to protect everybody, including our own voter base. And it sounds really pathetic that it's like, oh yeah, we're going to protect our own voter base too. But like, hey, that's still better than fucking nothing.
And the thing is, she actually fired people in her department, in her position, the Civil Rights Division. That's the one part of the DOJ actually doing good stuff now. The one part they fired everybody for that reason.
Yeah. Gaetz, Bailey, Paxton, Dillon, all of these people would be good candidates to have come in and say, okay, cool, they're taking over this position now because we can't.
And install some puppet as the attorney general, like we did with Noam. Kristen Noam doesn't do jack shit. That's Stephen Miller's position. Let's cut the crap. That's Stephen Miller's spot. Same thing with Tom
Dude,
Holman.
even Noam knows that, and she doesn't give a fuck because
she's getting paid.
She's getting paid, and she looks pretty, and she doesn't mind Miller running everything.
She's the tough woman that appears on your TV screen.
And she takes credit for it. That's the best thing. She takes credit for it all. So it's like she can win. It's like, yeah, I secured the southern border. Yeah. And that totally wasn't Stephen Miller and Tom Holman and the other guy. Totally wasn't them. Yeah, that's what they should do. Make these bullshit positions like they did with DHS, and there you go. Now you have people that know what they're doing in charge. That's how you deal with it. And find some puppet. Like, name a random person for attorney general. It could be a random prosecutor. And just say, you say yes to whatever these four say to do. And that's it. That's all you do. You get a paycheck. You would solve all the problems with that. But I don't know. That's what they should do. I don't think they're going to do it, sadly. I don't know who Trump could pick. Who could realistically get through? Because even Bailey, Tom Tillis and McConnell, they're going to vote no on that. And Murkowski. So I don't know. Same thing with like maybe Collins. I don't know. Locals lifestyle for 2. You see Costco's lawsuit against Trump. I saw that. Yeah, they filed suit against Trump. I wonder why.
For
Wonder why.
H1Bs or what?
For the tariff stuff. They want their money
Oh.
back.
I don't know.
Oh, breaking. The Trump administration's cut off 800,000 people from SNAP benefits. Hold up, what? 800,000? So, you're telling me we had 800,000 people that... Oh,
I
what?
guarantee you it's going to be. I guarantee you it's going to be immigrants. They're gonna intentionally leave out the part that they're fucking immigrants.
Yep, probably was. So that's what the Trump admin just apparently did. They cut 800,000 people from SNAP. Let's pull this up. 800,000 SNAP. Yeah. So Brooke Rollins confirmed that there'll be 800,000 people kicked off SNAP benefits. And it sounds like, yep, illegal immigrants. Just casually getting the money. Just casually getting 800,000 people money.
Actually, they are getting money, but they're just as
It's a
American
good
as you and
thing.
me.
It's a good thing, actually. And that's what happens every time. They first say it's bad, it doesn't happen. Then they say, well, it might happen. And then they say it does happen and it's actually a good thing. So, yeah.
Undocumented immigrants are just as American as you and me, or something. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
they're probably gonna make Peter. Surprised they don't make children sing that in school, or actually, they probably do.
Ooh, hold up. So the Trump administration, they're holding a cabinet meeting right now, which, by the way, apparently in half an hour there's gonna be a big announcement. Want to take bets on what that's gonna be? What's gonna be this big announcement?
I have to get back to work now, so goodbye.
Probably a new what is it? A new Bitcoin or something.
It's either gonna be something so shitty nobody gives a shit about, or it's be like, oh, we just banned immigration for the next like 20 years. But I don't know, because apparently this cabinet meeting, they've been focused entirely on immigration. And Secretary Noam just said that she was told by President Trump to look into Minnesota, and apparently 50% of their visas and their programs are fraudulent. In Minneapolis, apparently. Half their programs and visas, they're just bullshit. They're completely fraudulent. They're fake. That's a good sign. Yeah, we just casually have half these programs as fraudulent in one state. Not good.
Sounds
Not
about
good.
right.
Yeah. Just, yeah, kind of a quick news story. I don't know. I'm kind of went over everything, I think. Chat, do we miss anything? Kind of a story day. Expecting more,
see.
but...
Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo is separated from her husband after 1 year of marriage.
Oh, no. Anyways.
That happens. New South Carolina governor poll.
I saw that. Mace is like...
Mace has fallen to 4th place.
I saw that.
Breaking news. This is from 2 hours ago. Breaking news.
What?
Jasmine Crockett to hold a special announcement event in Dallas next
I wonder what that
Monday
could be.
afternoon. It's official. She's running for Senate.
Good luck in Texas.
So it sounds like she's not even going to wait for the Supreme Court decision. She'll just run anyways. But it probably means that she was able to find a successor, and it's probably going to be that HIV positive guy that's a state representative in South Dallas.
Oh yeah, the guy, doesn't he like openly like celebrate that too?
Yeah. And I think his husband proposed to him on the House floor.
And they just allowed it to happen.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, R+19. Yeah, and Crockett's gonna win the primary, I think.
We'll see. I think it's gonna go. I think it'll go to a runoff between her and Tallarico.
Oh God, what's going on? What did Candace Owens do this time?
Oh, who'd she blame this time on the assassination?
Oh God, people were saying, look what Candace Owens said. No.
Just say it, guys. Spit it out.
What did she say? Well, she's blaming TPUSA.
Oh yeah, they kicked her out, so obviously she's gonna blame them. So
this is what she said. I received information last night that put the final pieces together for me. I now can say with full confidence that I believe Charlie Kirk was betrayed by the leadership of Turning Point USA and some of the very people who, oh my gosh. Is she alleging his wife killed her or him?
Probably.
Because it's people that were on stage during
He brought her on stage at what? The event?
No, like his his celebration life or whatever it was.
Oh.
It was according to her, it was people on stage during like the celebration stuff that spoke. She's gonna say freaking Erica Kirk did it or something. Or is it, what's her name again? Is it Erica Kirk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
She doesn't have a source for a nuclear.
Yes, I'll be naming names and providing evidence for my claims. And I'm also making a personal plea to every well-meaning person who donated to that godforsaken organization to request a refund. You were lied to and leadership knew. You're so full of shit. I'm getting so sick of Candace Owens. Really?
Oh, yeah. Get a refund from Turning Point US. Luke, you missed it. So Candace Owens is blaming Turning Point.
Yeah. Turning Point killed Kirk, and she's basically kind of implying Erica Kirk did it. She's implying that Erica Kirk killed Charlie Kirk.
They desperately want this to be like a JFK situation.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we know who shot him. He had reason to shoot him. That's what fucking happened.
His fucking fingerprints on the gun.
She's gonna try so hard to like get him freed for I don't know what.
American Nerd for 2. Owens is making it possible to ignore, isn't she? No, what she's trying to do.
You can't ask that. Remember when she was saying, like, you can't ask those questions? Remember that shit?
Yeah. You know the real reason she's doing this? Well, 2 reasons. One, she makes a bunch of money off of this. I mean, look at how many views this has. 3 million views. That's a bunch of money for Twitter. That's a couple $100 right there. But the real reason she's doing this is for whatever reason. She does not want this to be like a lefty transgender lunatic. She doesn't want it to be that.
Maybe because she is a lefty transgender
John Rose put it right. I don't really agree with John Rose on a lot because he's a neo-Confederate, but still, she is a bored housewife. That's what he said she was, and it's true.
It's like she's like wanting this to be like she wants it to be an Egyptian or whatever.
Egypt.
Remember, she's still going around and claiming that, oh yeah, an Egyptian plane followed Erica Kirk around every day for 20 years.
A second plane shot
the
JFK
second plane. This is bad.
The second plane.
Just retarded.
Poster Huel for 2. Owens for Trump's Poster Huel for 2. Owens for Trump's reopen asylums 2026. I agree.
Don't you understand? The second plane shot Charlie Kirk from the grassy knoll on the other side. That's what happened.
Jeez. Oh, that's Poster Tubbs.
The bees irradiated from it. Poster Tubbs isn't here. What are you talking about?
No, he's a chat.
Oh.
That's super chat. Yeah, Candace Owens, she's got to go. I mean, you cannot apply. You have to have damning evidence. And not just some schizophrenic email, which, by the way, turned out to be fake. Some guy trolled her with, like, a fake email, like, guys, we have the real email here.
And it was, what was it supposed to be from? Was it, like, from,
It was from a French source.
Oh, yeah, someone close to Bridget Macron.
Yeah, it was that. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. It was actually Bridget Macron that killed him.
Like, remember Bridget Macron had to send, like, photo evidence?
Yeah, of her,
her vagina, like, her private parts or something.
Tester's done. Hey, Tester's done. Second tower's hit the planes. Oh, gosh.
The second tower. How's it going? Tester is done. Keep cooking.
American Nerd for 2. Candace Owens is a black MTG. I would say much more damaging because the crazy thing is people believe this shit. Everybody's realized MTG full of shit. Everybody realized that immediately.
She's like Kanye West, but like female Kanye West, basically. And
the difference is Kanye West is funny.
Kanye West is her best friend.
Kanye West is funny though.
Oh yeah.
He's actually funny and, like, everybody knows, like, he's on
also,
shit.
He's inconsistent. He changes his positions every 2 minutes.
Isn't he like a Jew? Like, is he converted to Judaism or some shit now?
No,
Wait,
he's
what?
not, but he forgave the Jews. No, it was funny. The first time he forgave the Jews, it was because he watched 21 Jump Street.
That's right.
And then
Oh
the
my
second,
gosh, I forgot about
then he
that.
became anti-Semitic again, but then he became
Yeah, he
pro-Jew.
talked to,
But
like,
he's still a Christian though. He's not converting
uh,
to.
I feel bad for him because he has a lot of issues. That's sad to think about, but great. All right. Yeah. So Candace Owens, she's got to go. You just. And the worst part is, though, all these dumbasses are like retweeting each other, like all these people. Which, by the way, funny enough, this whole like group of people that believe this shit. Do you guys hear about how they got exposed for that gambling thing? You guys hear about that? So like these big influencers that push this shit, like Candace Owens, like that whole crew, not Owens herself, but you know Jake Shields. Everyone knows who that is?
They're all owned by like Polymarket or Colshear.
Yeah, no, so no, it's even worse than that. So it was a sketchy gambling website that just popped up, and they gave these people a bunch of money, like thousands of dollars. And this is like basic cutter, I think.
Jake Shields is also like an unironic Hitler fan.
Yeah. That's who we'll deal with here. And these same idiots, they were saying like Napoleon was like, which we talked about that yesterday, how Napoleon was like,
the new low IQ anti-Semitism. These people they hate Western civilization. Let's be fully clear with it. Like these people are no better than the left. In fact, they're worse than the left because they think Western civilization is Jewish. So like every single person in Western civilization.
And
why they hate Napoleon, by the way.
They hate Napoleon because somehow
he's the embodiment of Western civilization.
Yeah, that's why they're mad about him. They're mad because he embodies the West. What he did. It pissed off
these people are
autocrats.
third worldists at the end of the day, and they think they're like based actually because it's the Jews, and it's like no, you're not based.
And let's be clear about one thing.
I'm
like,
sorry.
Anybody that listen, not everybody criticizes Israel's like that. Like most people are not. Like I criticize Israel all the
Most
time.
people are normal like me. There's Jewish people who criticize Israel.
Yeah,
like
freaking
like that's the thing.
Yeah.
There's a difference between criticizing Israel and going into full-blown anti-Semitism like these people do.
It's complete schizophrenia where they're saying, well, Napoleon gave them citizenship. Why does that matter?
Yeah, I was watching that video. It's just like, he gave Jews equal rights. I'm like, oh, the humanity. The humanity.
That's the whole point of the French Revolution. For equal rights. Like, that's the whole point. And on top of that, that was before Napoleon even got there. They never mentioned that part. It was a Jacobin. Well, not Jacobins. It was the more moderates one that pushed it first. Then Jacobins took over, and then
Mm-hmm.
American Nerd for 2. Remember when Schizoid talked about aliens? Well, the problem with that is aliens became mainstream.
For the record, too, I'd like to say Tucker isn't really part of that. Tucker's like
Tucker's weird.
I like Tucker.
I do. Again, you can criticize Israel. I'm not a big fan of them, obviously.
I don't like his stupid thing where it's like, oh, church, like he platforms some people. I don't really think. I'm not even talking about Nick. I think that was an important platform. I'm talking like that fucking faux historian who was talking about how Churchill was the real villain of the war because of mass immigration. Which, by the way, the mass immigration wasn't even done by Churchill. It was done by Clement Attlee. Yeah. Churchill actually heavily opposed the mass immigration.
And listen, again, like I know a lot of people that don't like Churchill. But just go read what he wrote. If you want to hear like his actual views,
Churchill was very right wing on like immigration and stuff. Like people,
I think he's just claiming that Churchill was the villain because he defeated Hitler.
Well,
no, they claim like he escalated the war, and it's like no, the people who escalate. It's like the same people who say Ukraine started the Ukraine-Russia war. It's like no, they didn't.
Shit.
It wasn't both. Okay, no. Ukraine.
I'm gonna say both sides.
You can say Ukraine pushed the bear, but one person invaded the country.
Oh no, I'm not denying that. Ukraine. I'm just saying like it's not a simple answer where it's like, well, actually, no. Russia just one day like decided to invade Ukraine. For
I
reason.
agree with that.
That's
but still, we get to this point on the right where it's just like, oh, Ukraine wanted the war, and it's like, no, they didn't. Like you can, like here's the thing. Two things can be true. Ukraine was poking the bear. But that does not justify
I agree.
Russian invasion and sending an entire generation of Ukrainians and Russians to their deaths, which is what they've done. And Putin is not the hero in this. Zelensky is not even the villain necessarily.
All right.
But yeah,
American Nerd for 2. Wasn't Napoleon somewhat interested in Islam? Well, no, he was big in like Egyptian stuff. That's about it. Not really Islam.
he still brought the Catholic Church back.
Yeah. Which is a weird thing. It's like he brought it back when the other faction were like trying to ban it and stuff. Like kill
They also brought back the calendar.
Yeah, that's you want to see what the original left was like.
Also, he invented kind of the driving on the right, or at the time it was riding horses on the right.
Yeah.
That was a more royalist thing to ride on the left. And basically everywhere he took, started riding on the right.
And people gotta understand, like, all the shit of the French Revolution, the bad aspects of it, it came from the Jacobins because they took power. Go look at what you talk about nut jobs. That was the original left, by the way. I would argue that's the modern day. That's the origins of the modern day left, right there. They were killing everybody. They were drowning people. It was crazy what they were doing. And they, like Luke says, they changed the calendar. What was it, like 15 months and like 800 days or something? It was something crazy like that. Just added a bunch of months that no one to give a shit about. So, yeah, they wanted 10-hour days with 100 minutes to an hour. Yeah, it was nuts. It was crazy what they were trying to upend all of society. All right. So, I think that might be it. If anyone got any more super chats, any more questions, concerns, whatever, send them now. Last calls are super chats. Last calls are super chats, folks. I don't think we missed anything.
I don't think so, but yeah, before we go, I'll say again, sub to at Great Lake. Wait, is it Great Lakes or Great? Let me look this up.
I don't know. It's your channel.
I know. I gotta look. I'm sorry. It is at Great Lake Politics. At Great Lake Politics sub. We will be live tonight. Real American will not be going live, but this is the official wrap approved stream of tonight's House race. We're gonna have Real Texan on. We're gonna have Boston Nationalist on. We're gonna have Poster Tubbs on. We're also gonna have Joe, and he's just Joe. He's gonna be on. Who is he? I don't know, but he's gonna be on the stream. So it's gonna be a good stream. We're gonna be covering this election. And
right.
we'll have to wait and see.
American Nerd for 2. Jacobin's court was like Bane court. No, it was way worse. The Bane court, at least you had freaking Scarecrow. At least you had him.
Okay, apparently the Van Epps winning by over 10 market is like surging. It went from 10% to 15%.
Apparently turnout's pretty good. That's what it sounds like. We'll see.
Because the whole winter storm was just a joke. We'll see. If he wins by like 15 to 20, that would be great. That would
if
be
he wins by
like
25, I'll laugh. He's not going
the race was also
imagine he underperforms by like 1. So it's like, yeah, it's technically an underperformance, but it's like that's a win just because
I think it also proved that like Trump's got to start using Twitter more. I know Twitter's not everything, but
yeah,
he gets his message out way more. Listen, I understand he likes Truth Social because he can do whatever the fuck he wants on there, but you gotta use Twitter, man. And if we win by a big margin, it not be just because of Twitter, but notice he's back on Twitter and like posted a lot about the election.
Yeah.
It just gets a word out.
I think I'm gonna revise my D+2 prediction. I'm gonna bring it to
not making a prediction because anything can happen. I think
I'm gonna move it to R+5.
Okay. I've also heard Fox News has been like heavily talking about this race.
Yeah, Trump probably told him to start talking about that race. Yeah.
That probably does get a lot of the boomers out because a lot of them just.
Sabrina Carpenter just came out against Trump's admin using her music in a video saying,
"Oh no!"
Saying, "I don't want you using my music in to push your inhumane agenda." Oh God.
Oh no. Anyways,
they should keep using her music.
Yeah, they should. Get back to like the
No, Trump should start using the Smiths music because Morrissey hates Trump, but he's very right wing on immigration. So I wonder what he would do there. He's so fucking cursed politically. I guess like Morrissey, the guy from the Smiths, the
Seriously?
the 80s singer. Yeah, you didn't know he's based on immigration. He wrote a song recently about the Southport like situation in England. Like, yeah, he's very anti-immigration.
Oof.
Why does he hate Trump then?
I don't know.
All right, so everybody,
Probably
guys.
just a British fan, I
Anyways,
guess.
folks, I do got to get
Like
going, everybody.
Farage actually gave him an invitation to perform at the Reform UK conference, but he turned it down because he
Okay.
said he doesn't endorse political parties. But
All right. Anyways, folks, I do got to get going. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy today's stream, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. We'll see you guys next stream video, wherever you see us at. Make sure to watch Luke's stream tonight. I do got to get going. Godspeed.